Hello everyone, and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. I've been looking forward to making this video for a while. I've had it in the back of my head and I've kind of thought of like what the best way to approach this was, and I think I finally nailed it. I want to be honest with you guys as always and share with you some of my transparent thoughts and worries. I don't know how to approach it. I have just been blown away by everything that has happened over the past year. I am relatively new to the online skincare space. And to be completely honest, when I hit 100,000 at the end of the year, I really thought that that was going to be it. And I was totally okay with it. Like literally, I was so happy. Just hit 100K and I was like, okay, I made it. I'm done. Goal accomplished. This is great. And over time, thanks to all of your guys' amazing, incredible support, it has definitely turned into a little bit of a... what's the word? Explosion? I never anticipated to receive this much attention within the skincare space and be able to spread the message of skincare to so many people. And it is incredible. I'm so happy to be able to do that and to be able to bring people into the skincare fold. But with that comes a lot of pressure and expectation. And while I will say I don't really feel that pressured or feel like there's high expectations, over time I've started to realize the exact impact I've been able to have in the online space. Whenever I film my videos, I truly feel like no one is watching because in reality, I'm just talking to my phone. It's not that special and it still hasn't quite clicked in my head, but over time I'm starting to realize that the things I say have, a little bit of an impact. I never anticipated to be in this position in the skincare space because I feel like I still have so much skincare education to learn. Like I am learning new stuff every single day and constantly correcting myself. And let me explain. The entire reason I joined YouTube in the first place was to be able to be a resource to people who really didn't know very much about skincare, who couldn't yet process all the terminology, the ingredients, the science, everything amazing that comes when you deep dive into the skincare world. My intent here on YouTube was always to just take really complex principles and simplify them as much as possible so that they're easy to understand to people who are just entering the skincare space and are typically doing things that could really fuck up their skin. My desire is to equip them with some information, send them on their journey, help them grow to develop their own opinion and philosophy, and then do whatever they want from there. I have never wanted to be the number one, the primary resource for skincare information, the most knowledgeable, the skincare guru at all. That is not what I want. I feel that my role is simply in just bringing people into the skincare world and making it easier for them to be able to pursue their own education further. Because to a lot of people, the first introduction to the skincare world can be quite intimidating. But as I've been able to grow on both, TikTok and YouTube, I have noticed that I am bringing in a little bit of a younger audience as compared to the traditional skincare audience, which I think is amazing. I love being the reason that teenagers and young adults are getting into skincare because it's just helping you that much more in the long run. But in my comment sections a little while ago, I started seeing people saying, "You're the only person I trust with my skin. I only go to you for my skincare information. I don't listen to anyone else." And for a while, I honestly thought they were jokes because I'm like, who would, see me as one resource for skincare? Like, look at me. I'm not that special. So I kind of passed them off as joking, but over time it started to sink in that some of my audience truly labels me as their only resource for skincare information. And while I'm very flattered to hear those things, like obviously your trust means so much to me, I would never ever want to take advantage of that or be ungrateful for that. It's really important to diversify your information streams for anything in life, whether it be the news, politics, feedback, your work environment, your relationships. Always good to diversify where you're getting your information from. With any skincare information I get, I always check with multiple sources, specifically dermatologists, chemists, and estheticians, to get a varied opinion before I present the information to my audience. That way I'm doing the best I can to present the most accurate information, because obviously I don't want to tell you guys something that's wrong. Like, why would I want to do that? What good does that do? It only hurts you more. And while there are, yes, people who try to be as unbiased as possible, it's truly impossible to be completely unbiased, and in addition, it's impossible for one person to know everything. Especially me, because I know, very little. It's just like when you watch the news, you'll hear 8 different takes on one single story, and what you need to do is find the commonality between all of those stories in order to form the most unbiased and educated opinion. I've always said this, my channel is an extension of my opinions. You get to see my personal opinions on skincare, my personal skincare philosophy. I tell you guys what ingredients I like and what I don't like, what kind of products I look for and what I avoid. And I share this in the hopes that not only you will learn about skincare information, but also if you have a similar skincare philosophy, that you found someone else to be able to, relate to and help you make more personalized decisions for your personal skincare routine. Within every branch and topic of skincare, well, with everything in life, behind it are extremely complex debates and opinions. There are so many different opinions on alcohol. There are so many different opinions on really expensive skincare and really cheap skincare. And within each of these debates, you'll find the least educated consumer and the highest certified professional. Everyone has their own opinions. And I think everyone sharing their authentic, transparent opinion and engaging in these productive debates and discussions is really what helps the community thrive and grow. But as a viewer, like I said before, it's important that you're diversifying diversifying your information streams as much as possible, which is where we get to the point of this video. I am not a skincare expert by any stretch of the imagination. That term in my mind is reserved for a very select group of people like dermatologists and chemists, people who have gone through years and years of intense training, education, and workforce experience. And to me, I would consider it offensive if I were to call myself an expert. I have never called myself an expert. I am only comfortable calling myself by my title within the skincare industry workforce. And I have seen people and news articles call me an expert. I know that they have the best intentions, and I know they're trying to paint a picture of what I am to their following, but I consider myself in no way an expert, which is why I want to introduce you to some of my personal favorite experts, and I'm so excited for this part. There are so many incredible skincare content creators here on YouTube and on TikTok, and especially with the rise of TikTok, there have been so many dermatologists and chemists and estheticians who have built platforms off of educating their followers, and I think it is incredible. And every time I see one of these people come up on my timeline or my For You page, I'm just like follow, because I'm constantly wanting to learn more and hear more opinions. And honestly, at this point, there are so many people I could talk about, a lot of them which I have listed in the description box below, but I wanted to choose a select few that I love and introduce them to you so that you have resources to learn more about skincare and form your own opinions. My hope is that you can consume content from these creators to learn more about skincare if you are interested in furthering your education and learning more, or like I was talking about before, just to diversify your information streams. Because surprise bitch, I don't know everything. I know, it's shocking. Don't tell anyone. I don't know everything, which is why you should listen to other people as well. Each of these people that I'm introducing in today's video, I've asked to make a little video clip introducing themselves, the type of content they create, and the overall impact they want to have on the skincare world. All of these creators have YouTube channels, but some of them are really popular on TikTok as well. I will have all their socials linked in the description box below. Please go follow them. They are amazing resources for skincare education and so much smarter than I am. First up is the classic of skincare information, my skincare genesis, if you will, Dr. Dre. She's a board certified dermatologist here on YouTube who pumps out so much content that is extremely educational. Every time I watch one of her videos, I'm taking notes because they are just jam-packed with information. She clearly knows what she's talking about. She does a lot of research, and I also really like her because we share very similar skincare philosophies. She avoids fragrance even more intensely than I do. She's very particular about ingredients, but she's also very passionate about science and making sure that we're not brainwashed by marketing in any way. Say hello to Dr. Dre.
Hyram, thank you so much for having me on here today. I greatly appreciate it. Hello everyone, my name is Andrea. I am a board certified dermatologist, and I also have a PhD in molecular biology. On my social media accounts, I love sharing with my audience my expertise on skin issues and skin conditions, sharing with you guys tips and tricks for your skincare routine to help you out that are evidence-based. And I love talking about new and exciting ingredients, what the science is to support those ingredients for your skin. I review a lot of skincare products on my channel, and I also share skincare routines that help with different skin issues, whether they be hyperpigmentation, redness, acne, mature skin, wrinkles, and of course I also share my own personal skincare routine. On Instagram, I interact with my audience in a similar fashion. I have a weekly Q&A where I answer all sorts of skincare questions on my stories. So I hope you guys will consider checking out my YouTube channel if you are a skincare junkie, enthusiast, you want to learn more about your skin from a dermatologist perspective. I would be happy. And again, Hyram, thank you so much for having me on your channel. I hope you guys are having a great day out there. Don't forget sunscreen and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and following me on Instagram.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dre. It's an honor to have you in this video. I'm fangirling a little bit because I've watched you forever. Next is a chemist whom I absolutely love for her no bullshit opinions. Lab Muffin Beauty Science, or Michelle. She has a chemistry PhD and loves talking about the chemistry behind skincare. And when I tell you this woman is educated, that does not even begin to describe how smart she is. And I love her content because she's really focused on myth busting. That's her big thing. She takes all these claims that are very common within the industry and really puts them to the test to see whether they're true or not from a scientific standpoint. I always go to her content for information to make sure that I'm getting as much information as possible before forming my own opinion. Say hi to Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle from Lab Muffin Beauty Science. I have a PhD in chemistry. I'm a science educator. I really like food, and I break down the science behind beauty products in an easy to understand way. My academic training was mostly in medicinal and supramolecular chemistry. Medicinal chemistry is about how chemicals interact with living things like your skin, and supramolecular chemistry is about how chemicals interact with each other like in a beauty product. I'm also a science educator. I wrote a bunch of high school chemistry textbooks and I trained teachers. I think that really helps with researching and explaining the science behind things in an accurate and understandable way. I still teach a couple of classes a week. I think people mostly know me for my beauty myth-busting posts. I think we all start off in skincare believing lots and lots of myths, and then as we learn more, we start questioning things, and it's a really fun journey to discover what's true and what's not actually true. I also have a lot of posts that really dive into the details behind sunscreens. I'm Australian, so I talk about sunscreen a lot. I also do a lot of ingredient breakdowns, so if you've ever wondered about parabens or retinoids or any of the other ingredients in your products, then I've probably done a post or video about it. I'm mostly active on YouTube, Instagram, and my blog, so you can check me out, Lab Muffin Beauty Science, if you like nerding out about the science behind beauty and skincare.
Thank you so much, Michelle. She's always been so kind and so supportive to me. I really appreciate you being a part of this. Next up is a dermatologist whom I have had the pleasure of seeing grow on TikTok, Angelo. He is an awesome creator because while he is a dermatologist, he really understands Gen Z and millennials and makes great TikTok content, both humorous, entertaining, and informative. I love watching his videos because I always know that I'll laugh while being edified with skincare information, and he's so supportive. He's a really, really kind person. I mean, all these people are. They're all wonderful. But I introduce you to Angelo.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angelo Landracina, aka Dermangelo. I'm a dermatologist and a skincare enthusiast, and I just want to thank Hyram for including me on this video. So what makes my content different? I went through 13 years of education and training in order to become a dermatologist, and I'm bringing all that experience to you. I use my knowledge of skin structure and function, my background in scientific research, and my experience treating skin concerns of all kinds to bring you evidence-based content in order to help you achieve your healthiest, most beautiful skin. Do you want to know the data behind that hot new ingredient? I got you. Wondering if there's any actual science behind a new skincare trend? I got you. Need a skincare myth debunked? Oh, I definitely got you on that one. To find out more, please follow along on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, all at Dermangelo.
Thank you so much, Angelo. So fun to have you in this video. Next up is a relatively recent find, but I am so glad I found him. Dr. Shah, or as he's commonly known on TikTok and YouTube, Derm Doctor. He creates incredible content that is very information-packed, but still easy to understand, and he's grown quite a significant following on TikTok. I'm really happy to see it. Unlike the others in this video, also creates great YouTube content. Say hello to Dr. Shah.
What's up, everybody? My name is Dr. Shah. I'm a doctor that specializes in dermatology. Thank you, Hyram, for allowing me to come onto your platform. Similar to Hyram, I'm super passionate about skincare education and giving you guys access to the information that a dermatologist has. I know that a lot of people don't have access to this information, or it's very difficult to get to a dermatologist. Literally, my only goal through social media is to give you guys as much good information as possible. I'm active on TikTok at Derm Doctor, on Instagram at Dr. Lee, and even on YouTube at Dr. Lee. And on my channels, I talk about skincare education, I talk about skincare products, but I also talk about skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, hormonal acne. A lot of people ask me what I think about Hyram, but honestly, he's actually made my job a little bit easier, especially for those people that follow his advice. Because by the time they come to see me, they've already tried all the things I would probably recommend to them before they came to see me, which means that we can just start talking about the next step of treatment, which is usually going to be prescription medications. And I know Hyram put this together for us to highlight what we do, but I honestly have to say, I mean, Hyram has a huge platform, and he's using this platform to educate people, but he's also sharing his platform with people like me because he genuinely wants you guys to have better skin. And Hyram knows, because I've told him in the past, that I really admire the trust that he's built with his subscribers. And I'm not going to say all the right things all the time. Hyram's not going to say all the right things all the time. But I can just tell you honestly, I'm going to give you everything that I know. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be open with you. And hopefully, at the end of all this, we'll all have better skin.
Thank you, Dr. Shah. It's such an honor to have you in this video. And last but definitely not least, we have my most recent find, Dr. Alexis Stevens, and she is a board-certified dermatologist, and I specifically like her content because she is a Black dermatologist that creates content specifically for people of color and Black people. The reason why this is so amazing and so needed is because people with darker skin tones have unique issues that they have to deal with. Just like me, people who are pale as fuck have to worry about sunburn. People with darker skin tones sometimes have to worry about an increased risk for hyperpigmentation. It's It's very varied, and as much as I want to make my content as accessible to people of all races, I obviously can only speak to my personal experiences and what my skin has struggled with. And that's where people like Dr. Alexis are so helpful and so beneficial to the industry. Everyone say hi to Dr. Alexis.
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Alexis Stevens. I'm a board certified dermatologist and my background is in cosmetic chemistry. I take all of my knowledge and deliver it to you in easy to understand ways. My content is all about skin inclusivity. It's super important that everyone of every shade and every background has skincare knowledge that is one, safe, effective, and geared towards them. So on my platforms, we talk about the fun stuff, products, ingredients, procedures, and techniques. A lot of the products on the market are just not geared or formulated with those with skin of color in mind. Additionally, a lot of the research articles and the data that we quote has not had any patients with skin of color as actual participants in the data. So on my channel, I make sure that any ingredient in any product that I recommend is going to be safe for those with darker skin tones as well. I make sure that there's also been patients with skin of color that have been included in the studies. It's super duper important for me to educate people of all skin tones and colors and to make sure that everyone feels represented in the skincare world. Having a place to learn from that's going to give you evidence-based medicine, but also be inclusive of all skin tones and colors is extremely important to me, and that is what I use my platform for. Thank you so much for doing this, Hyram. You are incredible. I love all of your content. Take care.
Thank you so much, Dr. Stevens. I'm so glad I was able to recently find you and learn so much about different needs for different skin tones. And those are some of my top picks. In no way are those all of my picks. I will have so many more creators listed in the description box below that you can go and discover, but I hope this is at least a stepping stone for you guys to be able to pursue further skincare education. And importantly, I want to finish up by saying, here in the skincare space, we all have our own opinions. We all have something we disagree on, and I have personally seen these experts that I just mentioned disagree on many things, very strongly disagree. But you know what? We respect each other. We understand that we are each trying to help people as much as we can to better help their skin, to feel more confident, find a passion similar to what we've discovered. We support each other because we want more education, discourse, and growth within the community. And the amazing thing about disagreements is that it pushes each of us to learn more, which increases our knowledge and education. Can you imagine if everyone agreed on everything? We'd never grow. We would never gain any further education. But there's one common theme: respect. We are all respectful to each other. And that's one thing I want to encourage to any of you who are watching. I've seen firsthand, it is tempting for a lot of people when they first learn something about skincare to ridicule other people who don't understand that yet, to attack them, to act like they're better than them, putting them down because they claim to know more. And we are not going to have that, no bitch. I do not tolerate that. I don't condone that. Anyone who does that is no supporter of mine. We can have a productive conversation without any negativity. And if you are someone who does bring negativity into a productive debate, you need to be more mature and you need to work on yourself. Please be respectful to other skincare content creators. Please be respectful to other people in the comment section. And please be respectful to me. Please understand my intent is to bring people into the skincare world and send them off to experts like these to grow in their education. That's all I want. Oh, wow. That was a pretty productive video. I do have to say so myself. There are very few videos where I finish it and I'm like, wow, I am, patting myself on the back. And this was one of them. I hope you guys are able to pick up on my message. I hope you're able to understand my intent. I am so unbelievably grateful for all of the people who follow me, support me, and trust me. My desire is to grow together. And I'm so thankful I have each of you beside me. Do you guys have any more skincare experts you recommend? Please comment them down below. I would love to know. Always looking to follow more dermatologists and chemists so I can expand my mind as much as possible. And remember, keep it respectful, bitch. I'm watching you. A huge thank you to all the experts who were featured in today's video. Thank you guys so much for introducing yourselves. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.